Alright guys, James H here, welcome to episode 1 of the new series on my channel, which is in fact going to be called FIFA 15 Potential Squads, where I'll basically showcase teams, possible squads for next year's game. In this episode, I'll be doing Real Madrid, so let's get into it. Alright guys, and welcome back, and here is my FIFA 15 Potential Squads for Real Madrid, just showing through of the transfer gossip, rumours, and also the players that were there last season. We are going to kick it off with the goalkeeper, Diego Lopez. Obviously for many years, Iker Casillas was the main man at number 1 for Real Madrid. Diego Lopez came in, I do believe, from Villarreal, don't quote me on that, and he has made that position his own. A very good goalkeeper, great shot stopper, and I do believe he'll be there next season between the sticks for Real Madrid. Haven't seen any transfer rumours linking them with any goalkeepers at this current time. The next player, Carvajal, the right back, I do believe he'll be playing right back next season. Was at Bayer Leverkusen the season before last, went to Real Madrid, not too sure on the transfer fee, but every time I've actually seen him play for Real Madrid, he's definitely put a solid performance in. He's one of those players that you can definitely rely on. Reminds me of a lot like a Seamus Coleman figure for Everton. A very good player, gets up and down his wings, and very good in those nitty-gritty challenges. The first centre-back is in fact Sergio Ramos, obviously one of the best centre-backs in world football at this current time. Scores a lot of goals, which is great for a centre-back, and is decent at his defensive duties. Also, the only thing with Sergio Ramos is his discipline. I do believe he's had around 18 red cards in his career, which is crazy. And you just always, whenever he's playing, you can just tell there's always a red card in his game. Just one slight mistake by him, and he will be getting sent off. But definitely not taken away from talent. He's one of the better centre-backs in world football at the moment. And the next player, possibly a future best centre-back in the world, is Rafael Varane. Obviously, Jose Mourinho bought him. I do believe they bought him from Lens for around 10 million, which is an absolute bargain. A great centre-back, and he's a great partner with Sergio Ramos at the back. Obviously, you got Pepe, and you will actually see Pepe on the bench, and I'll talk about him later. But Rafael Varane is definitely a great centre-back, and I did actually see it on Twitter yesterday. Jamie Carragher was asked, who would you like to have as centre-back in Liverpool? And he did in fact say Rafael Varane would be a great player at the heart of the defence for Liverpool. I do agree with him, such a great centre-back and a future tank. The next player, Marcelo, left-back. Obviously last night you saw him, but I'm recording this after the game against Brazil and Germany, and obviously Germany beat them 7-1. Marcelo had a horrific game, but I'm not going to take it away from him. He's still a decent left-back. The only thing with Marcelo is he gets up the pitch far too much, doesn't do a lot of defending, which really, if you are going to be a left-back or a right-back, you need to at least be a decent defender. But he's okay, he's not really anything special, but going forward, he's probably better than going forward than actually defending. Going in the midfield, we do have Angel Di Maria, a great World Cup campaign so far with Argentina, and definitely one of Real Madrid's best players last season. Probably the best, really. I really did enjoy watching him in La Liga and Champions League games. A very good player on the ball, and also very talented on the wings, etc. He's moved more into a central role now in that competition. Obviously, with the inclusion of Gareth Bale and Ronaldo, the wings are taken, so he's gone down in that competition. Definitely made the position his own, and will definitely be there next season. One of the first players, the transfer rumours, is in fact James Rodriguez, or James Rodriguez. Obviously, what a great World Cup campaign he had with Colombia. He is still, in fact, the top goal scorer in the World Cup at this current time. It is the 9th of July at the moment, so he is definitely the top goal scorer right now with 6 goals. A great campaign with Colombia, and obviously is at AS Monaco. I've seen some rumours in the papers the last few days saying that AS Monaco, if they are to sell James Rodriguez, they want around 75 million euros, which is a huge amount. But I do believe Real Madrid could, in fact, pay that, because they've paid out with huge amounts, obviously, in previous years, the likes of Gareth Bale, Kaká, Ronaldo, etc. So I do believe James Rodriguez could be on the brink of actually joining Real Madrid. And the final midfielder, obviously, Paul Pogba. Many teams after this guy, the likes of Chelsea, PSG and Real Madrid, and I do believe he will be on the move from Juventus this summer. A very good player on the ball like Angel Di Maria, but he does defend as well as attack, and he's just an all-round great central midfielder, and like I said, I do believe he will be on the move this summer. Going at the right winger, we do have Gareth Bale, the Welsh wizard. Obviously went to Real Madrid for 87 million from Spurs, and has had a great season. I do believe he's in double figures with both assists and goals last season, so he has definitely showed his talent in La Liga and Champions League, and definitely will improve in the future coming. The next player we do in fact have Radamel Falcao, another player linked with them. Obviously he's been linked with them for many years now. Radamel Falcao was linked before he actually went to AS Monaco with James Rodriguez. He is one of the greatest goal scorers, in my opinion, in world football. And unfortunately, he did get injured this season, which was a huge thing for AS Monaco and Colombia. I think Colombia possibly could have caused Brazil a lot more threats if he was actually playing in that game against them in the quarterfinals. And the final player is in fact Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously the main man for Real Madrid, bought him for 8 million, and since he went to Real Madrid, he's just taken them by light. He's such a great footballer. In my opinion, the best footballer in the world at the moment. Had a very disappointing World Cup, but I do believe he is still better than Messi and definitely will be there next season. I haven't even seen any link clubs with Ronaldo because obviously he has got a huge transfer fee on him. This was episode 1 of potential squads. Also, sorry guys about this, here is the bench. We've got the likes of Casillas on the bench, who obviously, I was mentioning earlier, was the #1 goalkeeper for Real Madrid for many years. Diego Lopez did in fact come in and then take over him. The next player we do have is Toni Kroos. Sorry about that guys. Toni Kroos, what a great World Cup he has had for Germany. Very great player on the ball, like Di Maria, and I do believe he will be on the move for Bayern Munich. Obviously clubs like Chelsea, Manchester United after him also, so I do believe Kroos will be on the move. The next player, Pepe, obviously like Sergio Ramos, huge disciplinary, really, he just does not, he gets far many red cards in my opinion, and he is a bit of a liability at the back. Got a definite talent, but he just annoys me at times with his constant getting sent off and stamping on players, etc. The next bit, Isco didn't really explode on the scene really for Real Madrid last season, but I do believe he'll have more of a role in next season's campaign. The next bit, Sami Khedira, obviously linked with the likes of Arsenal, but I do believe he will stay at Real Madrid next season. The next bit, Xabi Alonso, coming to the end of his career, really had a great campaign and career really with the likes of Liverpool and Real Madrid, and also Spain, well, before they obviously this World Cup. A great CDM, and probably in his last year for Real Madrid, in my opinion, then probably will move to like a Qatar League or something like that, like Xavi will. And the final player is in fact Jesse Rodriguez. This guy's got a lot of promise, to be honest. I've watched him in the likes of the Real Madrid Castilla when Real Madrid actually had a TV channel. He always looked like a bright spark, and obviously went into the Real Madrid side. I do believe he got injured in January, so that is a bit of a shame, but I do believe that next season he will come into his own and be one of their star players. This was episode 1 of Potential Squads. If you guys did in fact enjoy this video,